Hello. Madzer, what the hell is Rocket League Sideswipe? Like, I've played Rocket League, but I've never heard of Rocket League Sideswipe. Oh, I need to put my phone on charge. Hang on. I've just spotted my phone's on like 20% battery. Whoops. I want to monitor something on my phone in a couple of hours, so it needs the charge. Right. What's our situation? Sir, we appear to not have any water anywhere. It's Rocket League on a phone. It's pretty much brand new. Okay. Where's the Massey? There's the Massey. Oh yeah, into the stream of this bonking into a wall yesterday. It's been out for like 4 days. Sweet. Never heard of it until today. They're not doing a very good advertising job. They have not sufficiently advertised. How's Dave today? Tired. I got like 3 hours sleep last night. I'd tell you how much I actually got, but my watch was dead. Or, so it was dead enough to not be able to track anything. Where's this? Where's El Pondo Aguao? Oh good, it's that. Can I get the trailer to that? Oh, I totally can. How much do I look at what games are launching, especially for mobile? That's not the point. My point is, Yanis, is that there is usually a hideous advertising campaign, which means I get 73 million ads for certain games. Anyone entering the Advent Calendar giveaways for Amazon? I'm not. Especially not today's. I mean, today's is cool though. Today's is literally the hat I'm... Well, not literally the exact hat I'm wearing, but one of these. Clamping sliders is a bit easier now because of the real shuffle thing. I thought it would be. Right, get into drive. Away we go. Oh, yeah, you can feel the weight now. Just because I don't see... No, if I don't see it, it doesn't exist, Janice. Those are the rules. That's how reality works. If you don't see it, it doesn't exist. Hey, rookie. Okay, Grandpa, I'm not that old. Physically, I'm not that old. Mentally, I probably am. Mentally, I'm simultaneously 70 and 7. You don't exist? You exist in chat. You thought you'd catch me out there, Bridgie boy. Oh, the tree did. Mentally, you're broke. Yeah, same. Says the person. Like, woo. No comment, rookie. No comment. Mentally, you're every age but your own. I mean, I'll put it. Hang on. I'll put it this way. I'm hoping this will show up. I'm not going to show you what I've bid on, but here's my watch list on eBay. Come on, be nice. Appear. Don't do this to me. There's my watch list on eBay. You might notice it's all typewriters. Literally only typewriters. I want one, and I'm watching many auctions. The reason I want my phone not dead is there's an auction ending in a couple of hours. Or about 3-4 hours. And if it's a good price, I might put in a bid. I hate technology and want to type. No, I'm so old, Janice, that I have caught the clicky bug from my keyboard, and I want something that's really clicky. And there's not much that's clickier than a typewriter. Also, they're surprisingly cheaper than printers. What's the button? What the hell is the button I'm looking for here? First need to fill the tool. Hang on, it's not giving me the option to fill the tool. Now it is. That's always wrong. Your wish list on Steam is literally only a customer to you. I have a surprisingly big wish list. Most of the games I'm no longer interested in, though. I'm one of these people that just never curates their wish list. I made it one day, and like new games get added periodically, but they never get removed. Hey T, how you doing today, dude? Where's the... There. Is there... He asks this with like $500. Is there a... like a water silo I can use? No. Container? Water tank. That costs $3 grand and I have 400. I also own one of these already. Flash in the river. No, it's... I've given up on trying to make it good because it's just going to be ass no matter what I do, farming boy. Tired and arms hurt, all good. I'm super tired. I've got like maybe 6 or 7 hours sleep the last couple of days. Gonna stream until about 7ish. Have dinner, and then crank my chair back and sleep for a bit. Because I have to mind the cat again tonight. And last night she decided to wake up at 3 o'clock and clean herself for 2 hours. I was tired last night. This is... I want to fill this one. Because I want to see, like... I like how you can update... Oh god, this is going to take like 3 trailer loads. Getting water from the water tank costs money. Ah! So I am better off just... constantly driving over and back to the free pond that you require money to use, which is odd. Hey, cheese. I'm just gonna go to one of the edge of the map because it's slightly farther than the one by Field 55, but it's actually a straighter shot, so I can kind of just chill going there. Yeah, as you do. Just making sure my E6's nice and taut. Would it be cheating if Dagron finds collectibles and help later on, then you find them? No. It's lazy, but I would call it smart lazy, not lazy lazy. Hang on, there's a sign there. Caution, keep out of water. Screw you, I do what I want, I do what I want, I do what I want. I have an idea. They can't complain. They can't... cheese, turn off refilling with seeds and fuel. That's what's taking all your money. Right, let's have some plausible deniability here. On the, oh, you're in FS15? You can do that in FS15. Oh, is this sign solid? Nope. Oh, look. Sign fell down. What? I'll get that one next time. Where? It's in the settings somewhere. Jeez, it's been... God, how long ago did FS17 release? 5 years? 5-6 years since I played FS15? Six years since FS15? It's been a while, is kind of my point. My internet is really being asked today. I think we're gonna run out of seeds. Or they're just turning around. The two workers in the field met. Nice. Guys, do you want me to like do a quick 5 to 10 minute break here and just reboot the internet? See if that helps. I don't think it will, but there is a very small chance that it might. How much water can this thing take? Is it 20,000 liters of water? That's quite a lot. Stream's good for you anyway? Okay. Let's get time moving on a bit here. Actually, no, time... Actually, yeah, let's go ×5, because I want to see the, Stad de greenhouse lit up. Farm Sim's gone a long way since FS15. Like, I know that I don't stream the older games at all, but if you return to them, it's hilarious how bad they feel. Did I see the Power Tools mod? Yes. I don't think I've downloaded it though. I did download real time though, so you can see what time it is now. Like, it is hilarious how bad the older games are compared to like FS22. Especially if you go back to like 13 and 15. Right. Now I've got all the excuses I need for being in the water. How much is a bigger water trailer? I didn't quite expect to need a bigger water trailer than 7,500 litres. 68,000. How much would it be to... Okay, I can't afford to lease it. Which is kind of good, I guess, because look, I don't have anything that could pull it. How much is... profit line is 29.5. That's 8 grand. Cosplays a man stealing radioactive water. I'll have you know, the nuclear lettuce is the best kind of lettuce. I'm gonna think dynamic ground and mud like Mono has. I'm gonna think. I think Giants are working on that, but the technology for dynamic terrain is still very rudimentary. Like it's still very basic. Like as good as Mudrunner seems, it's still very much on the ground level of what you can probably do with dynamic terrain. Let's head over to the Field 55 pond again, because I just realized this is a slightly faster way to get there. Unless it lets me refill from, like, the stream over here. That would be too nice. Yeah, that would be too nice. Far too convenient. Hello, please pick wheat, barley, or canola. Didn't I say I was going to do sorghum for this round? Just because sorghum pays well. Downside of sorghum is there's no straw. I'm calling it now. Somebody's going to start making like water tanker mods for FS22. Oh, for you on FS15, barley. Barley was the best crop in FS15. Especially if you sold the straw. That was the best bang for your buck crop. I think it all was. No, somebody did the maths. It was barley. Like it didn't give you the most money for just the crop itself, but when you factored in straw, it was the best crop to do. Apart from the obvious grass, which gives you infinite money. Grass is the best crop across all the farm sim games because you plant it once and you get infinite money from it. Tyler Joe P in FS15. cheese, that was toned down from the way it was in FS13, believe it or not. Giants have been slowly but surely toning down how powerful silage is, because every time they try to tone it down, people realize, oh hey, silage is good. And it just stays the meme crop that everybody does for money. Silage was hilarious in FS13. Like, it was so good that if you got a... what was it? A Profi Hopper and the cheapest telehandler, and you had, as you know, stupid amount of time, you could make millions off basically no money. Profi Hopper, the smallest telehandler, and like a trailer. And a small, the Kramer to pull the trailer. You could make stupid amounts of money from that. I'm realizing, by the way, that where I put the greenhouses is one of the worst places you can put it on the map. Like, ideally, if you're doing greenhouses at like a large scale, you have them in field like, what was that field? 56 or 34? Or I guess 71. But you have them near a pond. Or even up there, just to the north of the animal market. How are we doing for wood chips? 564 litres of wood chips so far. Nice. Is there like a... I just wanted... Hang on, I just want to check if there's an unload point or if that's... I've just realised. Hang on. Because I can set this to just auto-sell the wood chips. And just get passive income from that. Alright, let's continue filling up our our money printers. Because, like, sure, I've got 400 bucks right now. I'm gonna have significantly more than that after skipping a single day. There's a reason that I'm taking the time to fill up the greenhouses. There's a reason that I think, bizarrely, the next bit of equipment I'm gonna buy is a truck. How much? How much are the trucks? Yeah, 93 grand for the Mac Pinnacle. Hang on, let's... it needs to be... So that's what? 110 grand. Check the sales. Good point. Yeah, none of them are on sale used. Bit of a shame, but oh well. This shouldn't need too much more water. 20,000. By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like you can see how full trailers are just by looking at them now, or by being near them, which is convenient. Okay, all 4 greenhouses should now be active. One's not. Why are you not? You don't have any water. So I've missed one of the greenhouses. And I'm not going to use the sleep trigger to skip skip through night, I have the, what was it, timescale mod? Better time adjustment mod. I've got that mod that lets you fast forward time 15,000 times. So I figure there's no reason not to just use that and see the greenhouse stadium all lit up at night. Because, I mean, the way I see it, greenhouses need light to be effective. What puts out a lot of light? Floodlights. So why not be an idiot and put floodlights around the greenhouses? Like, they're clearly floodlights that are designed for like a BGA or the edges of a yard, so to make sure that it's fully lit. But now I've put 4 down around the greenhouses. I've got 4 greenhouses and 4 floodlights. On the bright side, I did at least decide the big greenhouse was the best option. Which, yeah, I just thought, is there any reason to get a smaller greenhouse? What kind of trailer do I use for this greenhouse stuff to drive to the shop? I will show you, Argaro. It's a trailer that I recommend everybody gets as just a matter of course when you start off a save. Because you're able to use it for everything but, like, emptying a combine. It's the best utility trailer I've ever seen in Farm Sim. It's actually, I'll show you here because it's a bit easier. It is the Transportwagen TP500S, the Bremer. The drop deck. Dude, I've been using that as a bale trailer to get like equipment to and from the shop if I need to. A pallet wagon. It just, you can use it for so much. It's got straps and all, so like, it's not designed for what I'm using it for, but it works. Right, so I must have missed this greenhouse over here. Welcome to the Stad de Greenhouse. Playing hard so you don't want to make a mistake. That's why I always play the first map on easy. I'm on easy economic difficulty because this is my learning map. I'm going to ramp the difficulty up big time immediately when I swap to modded maps. Because I like Farm Sim being a struggle bus. I appreciate that you do too, by the way, Argaro. But yeah, that drop deck trailer, dude, it is a must-have on every map. Just because there's no limit to what it can do. All 4 greenhouses should now be active. Okay, 2 are at... Well, one's at 7,000, one's at 10,000, the other are both at effectively 20,000. Sweet. I really wish I had a... Not easy, just directly on hard. I mean, that's a way to do it, but... I mean, I stream, so I kind of... There's a certain part of me that wants easy all the way, but... I think the game is more fun if you struggle bus it. If you're constantly thinking, well, okay, what's the next thing I could get that will make me more money, or that will allow me to do an extra job, or that will make a job that bit easier. Why am I only doing one item? Can you do all 3 at once? I wasn't aware you could do all 3 at once. Oh boy. Hang on, it was a money printer just... It was a money printer just doing lettuce. You do one because of better stuff. The thing is like, it prints money regardless. Like, you get so much out of it that you basically have to sell it at the end of the day, else you get no frame rate at the end. Yeah, you get no frame rate. You now realize, that's why I don't use the mod sites, jeez. But Argaro is correct, like, if you do just the one crop, if you pick one and commit to it, you do very likely get more money. But with me kind of wanting to do... I want to aim at having warehouses dotted around the map. Not all in one spot, because I am aware of the FPS issues. But I'd love to have warehouses dotted around the map for, like, various different things. And I'd like to be able to, like, store them up. And I think you can. Just bear with me one sec. Just... I've just had a thought, and it's silly. Oh yeah. Manual attach, I forgot. Third S, go. I've just had a very silly thought, but I want to check something. No. Okay. I wanted to check if you could actually put the greenhouse stuff into the main silo, which would be like, I know there's a multi-fruit silo out on the mod hub, I'm not downloading it. Love that we have actual section control. Yeah. So how colorful is this then? Ooh, very colorful. Those tomatoes are surprisingly big considering they've only started growing. You can just leave them on pallets. Yeah, but pallets, if you get too many of them in one place, there are a surprising number of reports that they cause FPS to drop significantly. So my plan, long term, is to have small warehouses, just sheds with... I'm gonna get the Place Anywhere mod. If I don't already have it, actually. But I'm gonna have sheds with shelving units inside them. When somebody brings out a shelving unit mod, somebody will bring out a shelving unit mod for FS22. That I am sure of. And actually set up proper, like, warehouses. And though, like, it's probably going to be a stream setting up 2 or 3 of them. But I want to do it because you don't just take your crop and immediately sell it. I mean, you do, but there's always a storage place somewhere, and I want to store the crop in a warehouse. We can say that it's climate controlled and whatnot, and filled with, it's usually nitrogen used. Yeah, usually nitrogen used to prevent crops from spoiling. Should you make a shelf for FS22? I wouldn't be surprised, cheese, if somebody's already made one and it's in the testing list. By the way, bonus point, don't expect many mods most days, because Giants are going to prioritize testing fixes for FS22 over testing mods. Because right now, the game working is far more important than mods. Like, mods don't make Giants money. The game does. That's the way I always look at stuff. It's like, what? Yeah, Giants... I think Giants actively lose money from mods because of the rewards program. Your conversion's lights are broken? Yeah. Giants like changing up the lighting system a lot. So I'm not entirely surprised that lights have broken if you're converting something. Also, modders like putting in custom lights for some reason. Right, let's just give a quick check on these. So, 20,000, 7,000, okay. So if I just find which one is 7,000, if I just put another trailer load in, like to farm around people. Yeah, I want to get my server up and running, but like, I don't want to do that while the Giant servers are melting basically daily. Maybe because, I mean, there's that. I think it's this one only has 7,000. Yeah. Just get this up to what, the 15,000, well, 14, 15,000. And we can start zipping time forward a bit. And watching as the pallets spawn in. Let's do it from... yeah, from here, because I want to skip through night, but I also want to see this place lighting itself up, so... let's get time moving forwards here. 1,000 times, 5,000 times should do. Okay, the lights should switch on soon. There we go. It's never truly dark when you floodlight the snot out of an area. I think it's actually brighter here now than it was during the day. So your straws. The strawberry texture leaves a bit to be desired, to be honest. As does the tomatoes. I think the yeah, the lettuce texture is the best of the greenhouse crops textures. Oh no, we are running low on money. Whatever shall I do? Let's get it through till like 9 AM. There we go. Let's set it on ×5 time acceleration. Get the... actually, any tractor will be able to do this. It's such a short drive that I don't think it matters too much. Do I not have the greenhouse set to auto sell? No, because if you sell in bulk, you actually get a slightly better price. Do I know those things that are the way lights used to work called... yeah, I knew they were called Coronas. Jeez. It's because they're halos and... another name for a halo is a Corona. Right, let's park you here. Drop the deck. Turn the tractor off. And get you on the way down. Also, Farm Boy, I like manually selling because it means I get to play with the forklift. It's only a... it's quite a long drive, actually, down to the yard. I should maybe think about getting a second forklift. What's the... if the plank price is over 5,000, I'm going to sell them, by the way. Just putting that out there. Plank price. 4140 isn't a bad price. I feel like we can get better, though. Like... yeah, that's a descending price, too. Yeah, 4140 we can definitely get better, then. Straubs are... at rock bottom at the moment. Tomatoes also rock bottom. Lettuce also rock bottom. Yeah. Use my hands to load the pots. But then I wouldn't be using the forklift. Did you miss the bit where I said no? The whole point of me not auto selling is so that I can use the forklift. I think so, Cheese? I can't remember. You just buy one land and make a new farm there. You don't like the starting place, but on hard, you don't want to try for nothing. You can build a new farm wherever you want. The problem is that you'd be spending through the nose to do it, Argaro. You're best off, and this might sound ridiculous, getting the money together to build, to like buy the piece of land that you want, and just keeping the starter yard. Storing your equipment to the starter yard and ferrying it over and back. Because like that, the starter land on Elmcreek is terrible. Yeah, it's I presume these all sell best at the... hang on. 2912. Oh, the lettuce sells best now at Red Marble. Oh god, I'm gonna have to... yeah, I'm gonna have to segregate all of this out. Right. This isn't gotten to plan at all. Okay, let's cut time down to 1, because this could be time consuming. I'm gonna have to segregate all the crops out here. Do I know how to see a track? No. It's a simple answer. Not since they changed the way they do it. So, let me think. I'm gonna need 3 separate storage places here temporarily. So put tomatoes down that end, strawberries up that end, and load the cabbages. So strawberries go up. This is silly, but I need to segregate them all out so that I can make the most money. So strawberries can go up here. Magnum 323 TTV, cheers for the follow. Many appreciations from me to you. So let's start grabbing the strawberries from these greenhouses first. There's somebody in Giants Discord asking, hey, how do you get such neat piles, stacks of pallets? And just like, patience, just don't yeet things. Argaro, choose the follow. Because like it's so tempting in Farm Sim to just yeet pallets on top of each other and call it good, but I have noticed that if you take a bit more time, you can get really nice stacks going. Same's true with bales. Although the fact that you can hand stack these means you can get perfect stacks every time. you wouldn't pick up a pallet like this by hand. And, like... I think what would be cool to see, and I would wager somebody's going to make a mod of it, is a hand cart for dealing with these. Hydrate from Magnum? One moment, please. There you go. There you go, Magnum. Yep. Thank you, by the way. Right. Look. There's way too much I see in a tractor you think you're going to explode. See, that's why I don't use IC stuff, because like, IC just make things 10 times more difficult. For all the hard work, I deserve a drink. I deserve one just to keep myself awake, honestly, Magnum. Or I needed one just to keep myself awake. I'm, yeah, not running on much sleep over the last couple of days. I've been a combination of frustratingly suffering from insomnia and dealing with a cat that doesn't want to sleep but needs supervision at night. If the cat sleeps, I can sleep. The cat doesn't want to sleep too much. If you're just tuning in and wondering why am I picking up pallets of strawberries and just moving them all into one spot, I'm going to be selling off all these crops from the greenhouse. Problem is, I realized after they all spawned that I can't just put them all onto the one trailer and bring them all to the one sell point, because I'll be losing money if I do that. Because each of the crops sells best at a different sell point, which is mildly frustrating. So I'm segregating them out based on crop, and then I can load them onto the trailer once I've done that. You tell me go up an 8-month-old kitten who thinks it's a set for play at night. This cat Magnum is, I think, 1.5, but she has issues. Put it this way, I've been using you know those cat brushes you can get to like get loose hair off them? I've been using one of those to liberate scabs from her back, because she keeps attacking it and doing like quite bad looking damage. She also has less tail than she used to. The tip of her tail died earlier this year. I like how industrial this forklift sounds. Also, I'm kind of tempted to just go through another day. Because, like, when do you plant sorghum? April, May time. Yeah, I'm tempted to go through another day and just kind of do this job again, but with more money, or for more money. Alternatively, I can just sell the strawberries. Because this is, yeah, it's gonna be about as much as I'll be able to fit on the trailer. Button label open close imaginary friend in the passenger seat. Nice. we go. Go to Discord. Yes. Word from the wise, Magnum. Delete your welcome message. Trust me. Delete it as soon as you can. I encourage people to have fun, and that means spam is kind of allowed, and people have discovered that the welcome message is ripe for spamming. Hey. Popped a sick wheelie there briefly. Oh, this has gone janky. Maybe I shouldn't have popped a wheelie with this on. Oh, this has gone very janky. Here we go. Yeah, I'm thinking about just selling the strawberries and kind of calling everything else good. Because I just want a bit of money to get through another day or two. Keep the money positive. I'm thinking already about like ways that I could do challenges in this game, and I'm like, okay, so greenhouses are banned. Because that's like instant money, just add water. Bear in mind, this is slightly under a day's worth of growth. Yeah, that's about a day's worth of strawberries. Also, if I was... I've just realized if I was doing at least this bit by hand, it would be painfully slow walking forwards and backwards. At least using the forklift, I can get up to decent speed. Because I'm not quite comfortable enough with the cheat mode speed control yet. I meant to swap into drive there, but just reverse around full 360, why not? Okay, and put these down there like that. Down there like that. You know, I remember when everybody... Well, I remember, because it's not that long ago, when everybody would just ignore greenhouses because they were not worth the money. Oh, I can turn that off? How? I should probably do that. Oh, you've already done it. Okay. Could you... Yanis isn't going to tell me how to do it because I will turn it back on at random to annoy people. That's why he just went and did it himself. Because he knows that I would turn it back on randomly without telling anybody. How's everything, the cat? I'm good. Or the cats are good. I'm bloody tired because Flash decided that 3 o'clock in the morning was a really good time to wake up and clean herself for 2 hours. And if she's cleaning herself, she absolutely 110% has to be watched like a hawk. So, I didn't get much sleep last night. Worst thing was I was just dozing off when she woke up. Yeah, she's been, like, she has been good, just very annoying. Taz, the cat that I don't really mention, formerly known as the Mystery Kitten, we decided, seeing as he isn't dead, and he has decided to adopt us, because he will not leave anybody go out the back now without demanding attention. Yeah, I was at the back earlier, so Taz, just, good God, he is dangerous. Friendly, but dangerous, because he spent a good couple of minutes just rotating slowly around my legs, rubbing up against them. Right, let's get this down here. Do you know, I'm tempted to actually sell the cabbage, because that's gonna make the most money in one fell swoop. Could you get off, please? Look, I appreciate that you love me, pals, but could you not? Like, cabbage... Hey, cabbage would make me how much? Or lettuce. So there's less than 1,000 litres, so about 3 grand. Is it the same farm as before? If you've watched the Elmcreek save before, Steam Fan, yes. I deleted a field, replaced it with 4 greenhouses, and now have basically set them up as money printers. Oh, do you know what? It probably is best if I sell all of the crops. Starting with strawberries, seeing as they're now pre-stacked. Because I've just thought the best thing to do is try to get another field on the go for the sorghum. Get some money, I guess. Lots of money. But I do want to get another field on the go for the sorghum, so it's probably best if I do. Like, grab us. Oh, this isn't ill-advised at all. There's no way this could end up being bad at all. That hopefully can get a factory soon as well. I own the sawmill. That's how I got the money for the greenhouses. I took out a loan, bought the sawmill, put a couple of trees into it, sold off some planks during a good demand, and man is a magician with the forklift. No, man's an idiot who's trying to load 4 pads at once. This is ill-advised. Straight up, there's a reason I'm driving this thing slowly. I do not trust farm sim physics to not cause an explosion. Because the physics are better in FS22. but it's still farm sim. Also, I'm really glad these are quite light pallets. I couldn't... There's no way I could do this with the plank pallets. I'm going so slowly the beeper is turned off on the forklift. I thought that was just automatic when you were in reverse. Oh, that top pallet's looking a bit dicey. Oh, it's taking one with it. No! Uh-oh. This is all going slightly wrong. Okay, come on. Yeah, this is what I was kind of afraid would happen, honestly. Is, the pallets have become angry. Right, let's fix this by hand. Okay, up. Just around. Just make them all sit down nice and neat. Where am I bringing the strawberries? To the bakery. The hell's the bakery? Okay, these are just going down the street. Okay, not the end of the world. We need a pallet wrapper in game. Oh, that'd be awesome. What'd also be cool would be like storage containers. Last 2 pallets now, and then we'll be good. Ah, yes, the always advised 6 high stack. There is no way that can go wrong. Oh, hey, there actually isn't. You can strap it down. Wonderful. And just put a couple straps there. One just down, are they? Yep. Right, raise it up. And down the street we go with our completely safe and in no way dangerous cargo. You know, you always see people going down the street with stacks like this, right? I'm curious how much we're going to make out of this. I'm genuinely curious how much we're going to make out of this. You're on 11 now? That's very different. I run Chromium on my laptop thanks to Farming Boy, and it is really different. I love it. Although I've not used my laptop in a little bit. You know, I already just... Okay, in a sane country, Farming Boy. Like... I get that I live here and all, but... Ireland isn't exactly the most sane of countries. That was not worth $3,000. Yeah, I'm gonna nix strawberries because they're just. I'm sure they're worth it if you go ham. Whoops. In fact, I'm just gonna go lettuce because that's hilariously worth it. We'll set off the tomatoes and then just let the lettuce store up a bit. I am gonna hand stack the tomatoes though. There shouldn't be that much in storage. Yeah, there's not many tomatoes in storage. It's just what's visible. Ireland equals Guinness and music, etc. I mean, Ireland is known historically as a very intelligent nation. We just come up with dumb solutions for stuff. There was a period where, like, Ireland was just where all of the world's research was done, or the majority of it. And like one of the reasons we know we even have any written records of the Dark Ages is because Ireland kind of skipped that bit. Ireland never had the Romans, we had the Celts, and when Rome fell, Catholic missionary Christian missionaries came to Ireland, opened up monasteries, and the monasteries was where just all of the history was stored. Irish history is a bit lax after about 1000 AD though, because of the Vikings! Hooray! Who doesn't love the Vikings? It's just... If you see pictures on Facebook or anywhere of like perfectly stacked trailers, this is how they do it. You know, perfectly stacked fruit pallets on trailers. Yeah, they've done it by hand because it is the easiest way to do it, and the easiest way to be super accurate with it. Does look good though. Like, I'm not knocking the people who do it and then take pictures. Like, rate my stacking. It's like, well, you've clearly done that by hand because it's too perfect to be done with any sort of equipment, especially with these pallets. Ooh. Go. I don't mind using cheat run to get to the pallets. I'm just not comfortable using it with them. So apologies for the slow walk every time I've got a pallet grabbed. it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm not doing this for the gram. So we got 4 more and they're 5 wide, so I should be able to do something like this. I'm really hoping this works out and it looks amazing. So now, somewhere in the region of... Oh, that looks even better. There we go. I accidentally turned too fast and threw the tomatoes. Every other streamer rushing to do things. Me, daintily placing pallets on top of each other because I want it to look good when I'm selling them off. Basically everything's in my plan, Steam Fan. That's kind of my plan, is do a bit of everything. That looks good. I'm pleased with that. Where am I going with these? Tomatoes are going to 1714, the fast food restaurant, which is... I could have yeeted them over there. Literally across the street. Missed a bit. Yeah, this is definitely not as worthwhile as just trailer loads of cabbage or lettuce. So that's called there for the... not for the stream, but for the dealing with the greenhouses for a bit. I do need to actually grab the forklift because for some reason you can't pick up the honey by hand, so I do need the forklift to do that. I've been kind of lazy sorting the bees out. Okay, storing them there is a bad idea. Yeah, don't put any placeables near this barn. If you're on Elmcreek, it ends badly. The terrain gets very angry with you. I need to pick this up from this side, else I'll fall into a hole. I'll possibly still fall into a hole, to be honest. Hey, floats off. Yeah, you gotta be careful where you place things, as it turns out. G Green 621, cheers for the follow. That's that all sorted. There may be more honey to spawn yet, I don't know. So we're at 6 grand. How much is the loan? How much of the loan is left? 75 grand. But I'm still gonna count myself as being in profit. I just want to... Why am I doing it this way? Hang on. just want to run over to the sawmill real quick, and yeah, almost got a pallet of planks ready. Can I visit this beehive? No. That would be too convenient. The bit of land that I want to buy is field 48, I guess. That's 49 grand. Field 48 is probably the next logical step, and then I can merge 48 and 49 into just one big field. Let's get time moving on here. Full 15,000 times acceleration. Right. One day later, and we've got nearly a pallet of honey. However, the cabbages have indeed been busy. And I don't think it's really worth selling them just yet. I think the best thing to do is, yeah, zip through, zip through another day, and we'll do it this way to be different. It's only good for it in the season pass, a bit too high for it. I mean, you can buy it without the season pass, Steam fan. Like, you don't have to buy the season pass. It will save you money if you do. Like, if you plan on buying all the DLC, buying the season pass will save you money. How much is lettuce selling for currently? I'm kind of curious. 36.70. Nearly 4 grand per ton. If you buy it later, you won't have to deal with the launch bugs. Let's be fair. There are bugs in the game. I'm not gonna try and smooth over that crack. It's not perfect. I'll smooth over quite a few cracks with Giants, but the bugs are impossible to smooth over. 35.73. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Planks. 38.61. Okay. 13,000, 8,500, 14,000, 12,000. Let's try skipping forward another day here. Has there been a hotfix yet? Small one even? No, not yet. They're not working on a hotfix, Yanis. The official word from Giants is that instead of like multiple smaller patches, their aim is to get one big patch out before the end of the year. Which, considering Giants tend to break up for Christmas quite early by like Irish standards, should be within the next like week or two. Okay. Okay, we're selling some planks today. Yeah, let's get our plank selling gear in order here. This might seem silly, but I need to disconnect this tractor. The Fent can't handle what I'm about to throw at the trailer. Where did I put the Massey? The Massey is what I need. The Massey is there. So 5,000 per pallet of planks, worth selling right now. Connect, and grab the... Where did I put the forklift? I had the forklift moments... There we go. I'm going to save a trip here. Because... Hang on. You got another pallet of honey. Because I could bring everything over, like, individually. Or I could just load the forklift onto the trailer before I even leave. And ferry the forklift over. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because at $5,000 per pallet of wood, of planks, it's kind of a no-brainer to sell it right now. Okay, strap this down. And raise. And we're off. The Massey can at least get a bit of higher speed than the forklift. It's not happy because... Oh, yeah, there have been... I've seen a few people very confused by the grass changing colour in winter. Specifically in the morning. That's frost, my dudes. That's a little detail that didn't necessarily need to be in the game, but I'm glad that it is. More flooring for my farmhouse? No, this is all going over to the carpentry. It's all going over to the carpentry and being sold off to the carpenters over there because they're apparently desperate for wood and are willing to pay insane amounts of money for it. I want insane amounts of money. Seriously, starting one or two production chains, really, I saw that. Really profitable, really quickly. As long as you got this little trailer and a pallet fork, you don't necessarily need the forklift. The forklift is just for convenience. Also, the baby Fent is probably going to go. As much as I like it, it's probably the first machine on the chopping block just because it can't handle a whole lot of weight, and I'm likely to get a 7810 to replace it. Nope, engine needs to be on to lower that. Engine off. Unstrap the forklift. And get the forklift immediately stuck on the trailer. Wonderful. There we go. So, hang on, let's just work out how much money is sat here already. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, $40,000 is sat just here, visible right now. And there's possibly, / probably more planks in storage ready to come out still. 45,000? How much wood is still in this? 14,000 litres of wood still in there. Wonderful. This is all, by the way, from a grand total of 2 trees. Like... I didn't even buy the trees or plant the trees. I cut the trees down at the starter yard. It was zero effort. It's zero effort profit. I took out a 100 grand loan. I've made more than 100 grand from this already. Between this and the greenhouses, I've definitely made back the 100 grand loan. I just haven't paid it back yet. By the way, the reason the Fendt can't handle this is this will weigh 9 tons at the end. This will be a 9.9 ton trailer, and I think the Massey might struggle a touch as well, actually, now that I think about it. But you do need to be aware that certain tractors can only handle so much weight, which is something that you've always kind of had to worry about in Farm Sim, but it seems a bit more important now. Especially with production chains being hideously profitable. By the way, there will eventually be some farming. Just possibly not today, comically? This might be a production chains only day. Another thing, I literally can't lift 2 pallets at once with this. Oh, I can, I lied. The game lied to me. Weight does not show on the back wheel of the tractor. Does it not? Front wheels on this are very unhappy with what I'm trying to do with it right now. Okay. When fully loaded, well, I'm probably about to fully load this tractor, so we'll find out. If it's not fully loaded, it'll be very close to it. See more on the trailer. Yeah. The trailer wheels are basically going to be running flat for this. This trailer is designed for probably not 10 tons. It weighs 2 tons. It might actually be designed to hold 10. Right. Check Discord general on my server. Hang on, we're about to load this up. Heave ho and away we go. No, the back tires of the tractor are very unhappy right now, Chris. And the front tires are very light. Where's the carpentry? This could be a fun trip. Oh god, it's all... Yeah, this will be a fun trip, because this is 10 tons of weight on the back of the tractor. The front wheels are just about gripping. I'm conscious of the time, because there's something I want to check at like soonish. I want to monitor something for a bit. Actually, let me just do that real quick. Interesting. General chat my server. That's Staggerwin's server. Oh no, 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 not into the river, not into the river, not into the river. Okay, I've got to... I have to disconnect the trailer and hope that it doesn't fall into the river. Okay. Tell, Farm Boy, ask Buzz to pop into the stream and I'll answer him there, or here. I'm a touch preoccupied right now to, okay, where's the thing? There's the thing. Okay. Should be fully attached. We should be... They're just a little damp. It's fine. It's not fine. They're just a little more damp. It's still fine. The carpenters don't need to know the planks are a bit waterlogged. Uh-oh. The trailer is so heavy, it's actually acting as if I don't have any trailer brakes. Come on. Okay. Oh, I've properly jackknifed this. Come on. Yes. No. Let's try and take it up at a nice shallow angle here. Nice shallow angle, come on. Yes. Whew. Okay, that went badly. That went very badly. I have literally no steering, by the way. Just look at the front wheels. Like, I'm vaguely guiding the tractor in the right direction, but the wheels are basically spinning free. The amount of lock does not match with the amount of movement happening here. Trying to take this turn coming up is going to be fun. Okay. Right. Plan. Scandinavian flick. Did I put on the front weight? No. It's me. Why would I put a front weight on? Come on. Spin her in. There we go. We need split brakes now. Yeah. And Chris, this tractor is definitely fully loaded. Look at the rear tires. Look at the rears compared to the fronts. This is very heavily loaded. Like, the fronts are just about touching the ground, the rears are mushed into it. How to test if the deformable wheels are working. Put 10 tons on the... The shadows don't quite match where the wheels are. It looks... There's a bit of floatiness going on, I've noticed. Okay, come on, around the corner. I'm having to drift the tractor, by the way, every time I take a corner. Grimmer, I don't need to take a pallet on the loader. Actually, I could take a pallet on the loader and it probably would even out the weight a bit. But I'm almost there, so I'm just gonna drift. Like, why do something sane when you can do this? Just do some 6 kids in a tractor. Like, granted, it's not really drifting because it's hideous amounts of understeer. But, got money now. I've got enough money now. Didn't want to do that. No, I did want to do this. Because this field is 49,000. Alright, next purchase is going to have to be the 7810 to replace the Fendt. Like, straight up, there is no way I can get more fields without replacing the Fendt. The Massey needs some assistance. New field to plant to be. That's kind of what the aim was for the last couple of days, was get field 48. New aim is to get 7810 and get some haymaking equipment. And just, do I merge 48 and 49 now? Oh. So here's kind of a more full plan, because I've not really been... I have said it a couple of times. The full plan is, from this point, get 7810, get haymaking equipment. 48 and 49, I'm going to merge them, but I want them both to be grass, because I feel like the hay that I could get out of there is going to be more valuable than crops. The problem is I don't have a bigger baler, so I think for now the best plan is, yeah, to... No, this needs to be lowered. The better plan is actually to just hold off on haymaking for now, and... Do I even want to merge the fields? I'm gonna go 7810 because I want the 7810. So... Yeah, we're in a lime cycle. Let's merge the fields. We'll get marginally more crop, but it'll mean that I won't need to be hiring as many workers. Where is the plow? The plow lives over here. Do you know, a bigger plow might be an idea at some point as well. Just kind of thinking out loud here with my 3-furrow plow. Oh, I hate turning on this option. This can go very wrong very quickly. Okay, rotate the plow. We're gonna do the outside here very slowly. I do not want to mess this up. I don't want to merge 45 and 46 because there's a road in between, and I do like using that road. These fields, there's just kind of a grass verge in between, so I'm not as hesitant. Okay. So one side done. Now let's get this side, which I think should be... yeah, this is going to be the awkward side. Because it's two angles meeting. So if I call it kind of like this... Is there... yeah, no, that's... a touch on the awkward side, like this. Probably about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Now I can just do the middle. This is the bit where I don't need to be as careful. So... oh, would you look at that? The PDA is updating in real time. That's neat. So it is showing that I'm closing off the gap between fields 48 and 49. Like, the next fields that would be kind of candidates to merge would be 53 and 54, I guess. I kind of want to keep the, like the roads and whatnot in where they are. So 37, 38 would be fields that I'd merge. Maybe 15, 16, 17, just because they're quite small, and 4, 5, and 6. Because by the time that I make it over to fields 4, 5, and 6, there's no point in... actually, maybe 76, 78, 79, 80, and 82. So I'm just looking like, what are the fields that are far off that make no sense to be kept small? Or I could just turn them all to grass fields, I guess. I could turn the, yeah, I could turn them into grass fields and convert the big grass fields into crops. I did something there that the game was briefly very unamused with. But like, you could totally merge 45 and 46, Steam Fan. I'm not saying that it's a straight up bad idea. I'm saying it's an idea that I'm not on board with. Okay, I think that's all the... okay. Turn off creating fields. So I think I did a quite good job merging those fields. It actually looks like it's supposed to be that way. And let's just grab very quickly the cultivator. Also, Steam Fan, kind of on a side point, I eventually want 45 and 46 to be kind of my farmyard where I store all my equipment. Like them all for different reasons. They're yeah, it's 3 very different maps. Erlengrad, I like the way they just start. It's just not a map that appeals to me too much. Baileron I like, but I really think that Elmcreek is the star map for me. There's a reason that I'm playing this map and not Baileron. Even though, generally, I do prefer European maps. Let's just get this cultivated so I get a better idea of what's going on. So yeah, it doesn't need plowing, but I do need to do a line pass on all the fields anyway, just to get them all in sync. Which will mean that I will need to sell a lot of the cabbage. Or the lettuce. I'll keep calling it cabbage forever. Is manual attached back out? Yep. And the visuals of FS22 are so good that I feel manual attach actually fits perfectly with them. Like, I always kind of found it a bit of an imposition on me, but I kind of like having to use it. Having, you know, stop up it periodically and just make sure stuff's attached properly. I do need to get a stone picker at some point. But, like, stones don't make you a lot of money, and there's no real benefit to picking them. Like, I kind of feel like if they produced lime, then yeah, I'd totally have a stone picker already, and I'd be spamming the thing. Any mod maps out yet? Not on the mod hub, which is my sole source of mods, basically Steam Fan. To be honest, I wouldn't play a map for a little bit. I wouldn't play a mod map for a little bit, because the mod maps that would come out now would be hyper fast, hyper dirty converts. And there's nothing wrong with that, but they wouldn't be optimized for the new features at all. I'd much prefer to have, you know, a 6 to 8 week wait into 2022, wait into next year. Not way into, but wait into next year. You know, after Christmas, after New Year's, and have the first mod maps released then. I'm fairly certain that, you know, there will be mod maps on the mod hub before then. And who knows, I might be on one by then. But for now, at least, I just want to try and take my time and learn how 22 works. Like, I want to figure out what rolling does to fields. That's kind of important. Because as of right now, rolling, I don't know what it does. Driving over stones with tools that get damaged. I mean, yeah, I guess. Also, Grimmer, just, I'm sorry to be a grammar Nazi, but I've been doing a lot of, over the last year or so, doing a lot of, like, quotation stuff for another project. If you're adding a word into a quotation that isn't already there, it's square brackets you use, not round ones, not parentheses. That's just me being a grammar dude who's been doing this nonsense a lot, adding stuff into quotations, and I always note that to myself as, nope, not those brackets, the other ones, the ones that look really wonky. I don't care either way. It's just like one of these things that gets stuck in my head. On a somewhat related note, I should probably start considering closing out the stream soon, because there's an auction on eBay I want to follow, and I want to... Doesn't hurt to do it right. That's exactly it. Like, the stuff that I'm doing quotations for, this is the silliest thing. It's all for my own use. But I like doing things correctly. I need to have things right so they all make more sense to me. But there's an auction on eBay I want to follow, because there's something... I can say it. There's a typewriter that the auction is finishing at, I think, 8-ish. And as of right now, the price is very appealing, but I don't want to, like, bid way too much too quickly on it. And I still have a bid in on another typewriter that I'm still leading, but I'm fairly certain the price is so ridiculously low on it that it's gonna skyrocket. You're running it too off the GitHub. What? I'm not using a mod, Chris. I want to watch an auction. I want to follow an auction on actual eBay for actual real money. Because I want an actual real typewriter. I'm weird like that. And Yanis has been making fun of me, and you can't really blame him, but I want one. And the one that's coming up is a really desirable model. Problem is, it's largely untested. So it might go for silly cheap. Let me just... What's the price looking like right now? Because that's a desirable model. There is no way it's still that price. I want a typewriter, yeah. I figure, Stefan, I figure a typewriter is not necessarily faster than a printer, but it's gonna be more cost effective in the long run. Because, like, I'm only ever gonna need to print off, if I were to have a printer, I would basically only be printing off written notes. So the way I see it is, it makes just as much sense to print as I type. Because yes, I'm one of these hipster weirdos that wants a manual typewriter as opposed to an electric, because I want to, you know, possibly over the summer, like, go outside and just sit down at the table outside and type. And not need the internet or a power cable. That's still a really good price, though. The problem is I've not been outbid on the other one. But I realistically should be, because that's... nearly completely functional and has some nice stuff with it. Anyway, I'm... sorry, I've distracted myself now, and because I'm so distracted, I'm gonna end... well, I was gonna end the stream anyway. Who pinged me in Dagwan's Discord? Why was I pinged? There it is. Hey. Get a racer ribbon as well. I don't need to. Tipex. What I would need to buy next, I haven't bought it yet because I'm kind of thinking ahead, but also like not, because like what I'd need to get would be a a ream of paper and a new ribbon for it. But like, there's no point in buying that stuff until it's at least been sent. You know? I'm showing suggested channels. I want my following. Ink ribbons ain't a pain to find. I know where to source them already. I've done the kind of background digging. I know where to source them. I'm gonna send you guys over to Twarog. He's on FS22. I think he plays on Help Baileron. I've definitely spelled his name right. I don't trust my spelling. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, if I've not passed out at some point. Which is if I don't sleep well tonight, is a real chance. There's a real chance of that happening. But until then, stay safe and goodbye.